Oh my god. Here we go again. Oh, I didn't turn my lights today. I just realized. Okay, let me go do that. I'm so professional. There we go. Yay. Oh, hi. How are you? Sorry, I'm just setting up totally professional here. Because I'm so good at this. But how are you? I hope you're doing good. I'm just here again, trying to continue my suffering. No, just kidding. I love this. I love making Minecraft animation. That's what I love to do. But yeah, I'm supposed to finish the editing of the previous episode, but I was like, I gotta keep this up. I gotta keep filming new content. Giving myself like an hour or two. At least I do something at least once per week. Oh my god, it's so hot in the room. Ugh, I'm dying. I'm melting. But I want to do some work, and I'm probably gonna spend 2 hours editing the episode, and then just work, on a Sunday, because there's so much work. But yeah, I know. I once said that I was supposed to release the next episode, but things happen. Life got busy, but also I didn't get certain lines on time. So here we are. So that's why there was a little delay. But the new episode will be coming out. Trust. Let's hope. I'm pretty sure, because now I finally got everything after 9 months. That's fine. Things happen. People get busy. I was busy. Anyway, ooh. But let me put you here. So we're back on the same script. Zero just has been standing there, just typing the whole week. He must have a lot of messages to get through, with Gray. They're doing long distance, so that's hard. Can't imagine. Can you believe that I once was like a believer of that, and that's and it never worked for me, so. But it works for different people. Okay, where are all my people? The heat is getting to me, honestly. I need a summer vacation. So I think last I was on this scene. Honestly, I'm still just at this point I'm just pressing button, and then just hope for the best. I think Rand's supposed to be chatting with this machine while Thea is spacing out. I think. I'm confused. That's why I shouldn't have oh my god, she got ticks. 16 ticks of what? Oh, she was talking. Oh. Well, let's remove that. Remove the hard work that I've made last stream. Okay, so girl looks pissed. Oh, she's supposed to say, "Oh, are you kidding me?" And then the machine's gonna reply, "Don't worry, blah 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 blah. I'm an AI. Oh my god, we love AI." No, we don't. Okay. So boba needs to sip. Okay. Okay, I need to figure out my angle because right now, like, I don't know. I'm confused. She needs to look angry, so she needs to be like, "Are you kidding me? You know, are you kidding me? Like, how could you do this to me?" Oh. Okay. So let's do a 20. Okay. Anyway. Not eye roll probably. Maybe I will make her annoyed. She would be annoyed, you know. Like she's so pissed. Are you kidding me? So that's are you. Oh wait, I didn't really reset her head. Oh my god. Honestly, it's still early in the day, you know. On a regular Sunday, I will probably still lying in bed, but I was like, I have so many things to get through. I can't afford to do that, you know. Oh, girl, your head, you know. What was the title name? All that. Well, because I mean, I made a post. I posted a little trailer and saying like, oh, a new episode will come out by the end of the month. But then now it's May, you know, didn't come out, you know, so the release was canceled. It was, I mean, it was more like it was delayed, you know, next week. I swear, next weekend, you know. Long story short, I ran into some, like, you know, production difficulties. Lines were I got certain lines quite late, you know, so I wasn't able to have, you know, enough time to finish the edit of the episode given the circumstances, which sucks, but it happens. And also I have like a million things to get through. Also, like, I don't want to like set. I hate setting expectation like high. I know there's high expectation that I've created by myself on myself, but I recently had a really good chat like yesterday with someone, and a new series might be in the works. I know I barely get this going, and then I have another one. I know, you know, there will be something else that's in the works that I'm really excited. It's probably gonna be really good news for people who were a big fan, especially on the My Heartstopper content. You know, those who like, you know, love, not really lovey-dovey, but like, you know, just, you know, the boys, you know, the love, you know. You love my Jonah Montana? I love Jonah Montana too. And I miss him, honestly. Maybe one day I'll bring him back. I mean, in fact, if what I'm working on, it's coming together, might see some old faces. Like, you might see some old Origins character coming back to life in some form. In ways you probably wouldn't imagine, but I've been working through the idea in my head. I should probably write it down, but something is happening, and I'm excited, but I don't want to say anything, because when I say anything and then I just, you know, then it gives me pressure. Of course, you know, go ahead, you know, show me. I would like to review it, you know. We love Jonah Montana, you know. Well, you know, as of now, it's not. We don't see the episode, so like, you know. I mean, it was supposed to come out. Like, I thought for sure the episode was gonna come out like, by the end of last month. I was really trying my best to make that happen, but as I said, it just, you know, I wasn't getting certain lines until very late, and I didn't have enough time to finish it, you know. Because you know you know, the series is run on a very like tight schedule. Like, we only, you know, announce voice lines like 9 months ago, you know. So and it takes time, you know, for them to go through, you know. I mean, of course, he was inspired by Hannah Montana. Duh. Like, I mean, I literally did the songs. I love Hannah Montana. It's like my jam, you know, when I was growing up, you know. Oops, I just exposed my age. I'm like literally born yesterday, so like, that's not me, you know. I don't know that, you know. Okay, let's see what. Why does that look kind of jumpy? It feels a little. Oh, of course, because I didn't clear out the original head bobbing. That's why, you know. Okay, why am I holding this? We're looking inside Ren's head. That's funny. You can axiom me a question, of course. Always. What is that? Okay. Kidding me? Oh, it feels a little slow. Is it 5? Oh, it's 6. Okay. Okay. How many resources were... I mean... I mean, all of it, you know, like, I think at this point, we don't, like, resources, like, you know, I mean, you mean time and money, a lot, you know. At this point, I literally had a conversation with someone, and then, like, basically I'm paying for this, I'm paying money to make the series. So from a business point of view, not profitable at all, you know, well, at least at this date, you know, but that's how, you know, I am it's all run by passion. There's no profit involved. I'm doing this because I'm doing this. You know, trouble letting go, you know. I literally talked about this with my friend yesterday when we were trying to come up, working on a potential new series as I was speaking, and we were saying, like, I was like, I always say like I can. I mean, technically, I can just walk away. I can just like not from creating, not from creating content, but like if a certain series it's super hard to get through, technically I can just. I mean, I always have the power to just like walk away, but yet I'm not doing that. I guess it's sort of like a promise, and also like I don't want to be seen as someone that just, you know, like walk away something so easily. I mean, actually not easily because I've been doing that. I don't know. I just feel like I don't like going back on my promises. So I'm pickaxing on you. I mean, why not? You know? I wonder how that feels like. You know, who were you most recognized as? The characters that I played. It's just strictly Origins or any. I mean, Starlighter obviously Gray because I am kind of like Gray in a way. You know, I was obsessed with Heartstopper, and I'm a little bit. I am like a brew follower. I'm like, in some ways, a little stubborn, a little, you know, like feeling like things have to be done a certain way, and I'm not a staring. I'm not like that's why it's nice for Gray to have someone like Zero, because Zero it's kind of like the opposite of that. Oh, I love Rebel. I don't think I Rebel is someone that I wish I can be, but like I can have that side, but it I get too anxious. I'm a very anxious person, so it takes a while, or I have to be really comfortable with someone to to show that like wacky side, you know. As we speak, you know, as wacky laundry is in you're in the comments, you know. In Origins, I think. Well, the funny thing is, I feel like all the Origins character that I've played represents like a part of me, or like an exaggerated version, like a portion of my character. I think I'm trying to think which one I relate. I guess I mean Jakey from FTO. It's very like, I guess it's the closest. I mean, obviously I'm not as childlike as he is, but the nervousness, the anxiety, the fear of failure, the, you know, thinking that I'm letting people down, I think that that I relate to the most. I think it I think it's the closest to who I am in real life, or at least in the past. I mean, I still am, but obviously I've grown, you know, from the 3 years since I was born. I would even say like I mean, I would say River from Origins of Olympus. He is a stalker, obviously. Crazy, but the family pressure side from him, the slight obsessiveness, you know, I can get quite obsessed, you know, like with things. So that's a little side, you know. You know, crazy for love, you know. And then Roman Holiday, Origin of Olympus season 3, I think that represents sometimes the sassiness, the extraness, the dramaticness, which the same goes to you know, the Jake from Origins Olympus season 1, you know, or even the character Elson, if you know the storybook sagas. That is a very, you know, the very theatrical, very, you know, that's me, you know. Joe Montana, that represents my, I love music. I have this, as much as I can be very shy, I can still be very performative, and in some way I mean, who doesn't like to be a little star, you know? I'm still trying to think of, I mean, if you remember Levi from My Hero Origins, that's very, I mean, he's very like straight, bro. I mean, which is so opposite of me, but I think I also have that little side which is like, you know, the more closeted side, the straight acting to certain people in my life, you know, are you know, I think that, who am I missing a lot of other people, you know, core characters. I think those are the ones that I can think of that you can relate it to some ways. My brain fried. I don't think I relate to Jackson a lot from SNO, Supernatural Origins. You know, the seductive side, I guess. I don't consider myself super that, you know. Like very, you know, like sexy, you know. I mean, you know, maybe some people do. Really? Is that, I can't believe that is like the only storyline that came out of it, even though that's not even my storyline, you know. Like he's like I mean, he went through a journey. He had a gay awakening, you know, like, and he processing trauma, you know. He has a therapy session, you know. Yeah. I mean, he had this whole going to prom musical moment. I mean, honestly, like, I feel like I lost as long as, I feel like I only missed out the the series that came, the last Origin series. I just didn't do that, you know, but I think I lasted as long as I can, until everything was just, you know, like weird and unsalvageable, you know. Yeah. I mean, I wish I wish more could have been done. I feel like I like to think that I gave it my all for my Origins. I was always trying my best with my characters and storylines, and but I don't know if I'm necessarily like, you know, like the content is being appreciated in a way that was supposed to. I feel like I tend to take things like more seriously and maybe go on more, like, you know, more complex in a way, but I feel like it's not what a lot of the people who are watching necessarily you know, are looking for. They look for simpler storylines, I guess, in a way, you know. In a sense, I feel like some people wanted the same thing over and over again, and I'm just not about that sort, you know. But I mean, I had fun, especially the starting days, you know. It was really fun. I like that I get to do my little songs, little, you know, trying out, you know, different stories every time. But yeah, I mean, the good old days. Anyway, Oh my god, I'm like, okay. Let's see. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah. Okay, I think, oh my god, her hat needs to be more, I thought, you know, maybe if I, okay. So her hat needs to be more turned, I think. My brain is like fried, you know. Y'all got me thinking, y'all got me talking, you know. Thinking about the past, you know. And I already had coffee. I'm like, must be the heat, you know. I feel like I haven't fully, damn, you know, waking up, you know, woken up. Jesus, you know. Okay, so I need to make the head a little bit more on the side. Hated that I have to like do it one by one. Since you never it. What do you mean by that? Since I never said it, you know. Well, you know. I still don't got what you, I think I lost, something got lost. I'm not, my brain is fried, you know. How's the weather on you guys' end? It's getting hot here and I'm like not liking it. I'm like, help. Like it's making, like I have so many things I need to get to. Okay, I think this would be good. Okay. I will have Thea looking at Ren and then she'll move away. Did we break Jakey? Honestly, maybe. He's already broken. Oh my god. That's what you meant. Okay, I got it now, you know. We're all being slow. I'm slow today. Like, I'm like, oh my god. The struggle is real. Like, part of me wasn't even gonna like do this little stream because because I was like I probably should edit the episode instead, you know. But I'm also like wanna do it all, you know. Mile, that's good, you know. Okay, why is Dan? Oh my god, I'm like slow AF today. Okay, so I need to look down a little bit. My judgment, it's not judging today. Like, I need some energy boosts, you know. I need to get some juices or whatever, you know, like. Damn, Thea, like, why are you not looking at, you know, where I need you to look at, you know, like... Yeah. And then Thea is thinking, you know. Okay. I'm slow. Yeah, you know. I think I'm broken now, guys, you know. That's why all this goddamn episode takes so long, you know. Like, when I have the time, I don't have the brain power. And I'm like melting. I need my water. Okay, I need to lock in. Okay, I can't. I don't have the brain capacity to lock in today, honestly. Like, it's not giving. So, you know what? Whatever. You know, 200 ticks. That's all it takes. You know, like. And then. Okay. Y'all, like. Help. Oh, what the heck? You know? 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. I'm just like saying random words now. I'm like, hello. Help. Oh. Okay. The buttons are not buttoning, you know, like, I'm like... You wouldn't be surprised if I've done 100,000 ticks before. Of course, you know, I have done that. I have. And when I say I've gotten better, it's like, you know, now I just only do 100 ticks, you know. You know what? I feel good about this. Let me go to recording mode. Like, okay. Now you get to see me. Looking terrible. While I enter recording mode. And I'm tired. Kinda. Anyway, I'm recording now, so in case you're wondering why you only see me and my face, you know, it's because the recording is happening, and also the recording software is not responding, and I'm like very offended. Like, excuse me, you know. Oh, they're trying me today, you know. Okay, you know. They want to play this game. Okay. Now it's recording, okay. Okay, take number 1. Yup. Technically, I only did 2 takes. It's just like, to set up the scene, I took forever. So like, you know, like, hello, you know. Anyway, you know, life is good, you know. You know, I could have gone out, go on a little hike, but instead, you know, I chose to do this to myself, you know. Which is really soothing. I think it's a very healthy exercise, you know. A man told me to go to the gym today, and then I was like, no, I have to do Minecraft animation. That's what I'm here for, you know. Or I could have just like added certain things, but I didn't do it. I chose to do the hot thing. Oh my god. Hello, Glack. Hey, what's up? Oh my god, 10 months. Almost a year. And here I am. Still being slow AF, you know. But, here we are. Okay, at least we got one take. Okay, you know, life's good, you know. I hope, things are going good for you too, you know. Now we gotta figure out the next shot, you know. Are we just zooming in on Thea, like questioning everything about her life? Maybe we should, you know. And then maybe later we can go with Boba, you know, from here, you know. I'm testing out. I am figuring out shots, you know. It's not easy. I'm trying. It's hot. It's the heat is getting to me, and I'm like not functioning at full capacity, and I hate it. Like, I wish I can be like working at like 200% all the time, because I have so many things to get through. Because if I can do that, I could have done it. I could have done this series. I could have done my new Boil Up series, you know, because the idea was so good. I want to get back to writing again. It's been a year since I've been writing scripts, you know, because all this Dream On script were already finished written like almost a year ago, which if you think about it, that's crazy, you know. You know, imagine like you finish writing everything and you send out the script, you know, 9 months ago. I know I'll keep talking to that, but honestly, am I a little pissed? You know, I have angers in me, you know, like imagine you like send it out, you know, you're like here I'll go, you know, and then 9 months later you still haven't got it back, you know, and people wonder why I took forever on this. Yes, I might be slow on filming too, but you know, I didn't want to spill tea, but here we are, you know. But I don't really talk about it that often, you know. I just always just make it seem like, oh, I'm just being slow, you know. Oh yes, stuff, you know, get ready for that, you know. I was just talking about it. I don't know if you were there at the beginning, but I had a chat with someone yesterday, and it's happening. Okay, I'm finally putting the plan. I was like, yes, while I'm still slowly and surely making Dream On happen, I'm trying to do a little you know, I'm gonna recreate another Mahastopper moment. I have stories I want to tell, and I think it'll be good, you know, it'll be good. I am somehow trying to make things work with the resources that I have, you know. By resources, I mean, like, you know, the you know, what we have already, you know. There's the sets that we have, you know. And maybe we will create something. We are at the early planning stages, so that's all I'm gonna say for now, you know. But it'll be good. It will be good. You know what? Why am I thinking all this about like if the shot is good or whatever? I'm just going to like, you know, yeah, eat that cookie, you know. Did the music just stop? The heck? Oh. I pressed the button. Honestly, this beat is not it. I'm gonna change it, okay? You know, like something more like poppy, like pop, you know, like hyper pop. Okay, we need something hyper, okay? I'll take some hyper pop, you know. You know, I hope, you know, that's the goal. I was explaining the story that I have, you know, with regarding the story that I have to the other person. You know, someone that's gonna be working with me in the production, you know, and also playing a character, or should I say reprising a role, you know. So like I'm just gonna drop some little crumbs, you know. It's gonna be boy love, you know, gay as heck, you know. It's gonna be a little bit more mature than my hot stopper. It's gonna be you know, a little steamy. Somehow it's still Starlighter universe, but also origins question mark. I know it all sounds crazy, but you know, it works, you know. So far the things are flowing, you know. A little competition, you know, some sports, you know. We are ready for some, you know. I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but we had the sweet lovey-dovey you know, Maha Stopper, which I love, you know, but let's do a little action, you know. Let's do a little, give it, you know, a little fast-paced, little, you know, I think, you know, we'll do it, you know. And I know we don't really see that a lot in the Minecraft roleplay, you know. I'm here to break some boundaries. I'm here to, like, you know. More yes, okay. That makes me feel good. That, you know, I do believe that there is a demand for it, you know. We need some good story, but also, you know, we'll put some eye candy in it, okay? You know, shirts will be off, okay? Anyway, you know, what am I saying? Just a shirt though, you know, y'all. Apps, you know. I have to find a fine line between we will obviously test it out, but we'll find a fine line between keeping this a Christian Minecraft server, you know, but also no, I mean, we'll find, you know, something that doesn't get me banned, okay? But, you know, some good story also. Absolutely, you know, absolutely. We'll make sure, you know, we play by the rules, but also some good content, you know, because it's a desert out here. We all a little thirsty. No, yeah, but I was doing some early planning with story yesterday, and so far the flow is working. And I had a shower earlier, and the fun thing about when I do shower, sometimes I go into deep thoughts and I think about ideas. That's how I came up with the Starlighter. After a good shower, you know? And I was like envisioning some storylines and I'm like, okay, things are clicking. We could have another My Heart Stopper moment, you know, like, but with a slightly different vibe of story, you know? That somehow, we didn't always, yeah, you know. Oh, trust me, it will be wet. That sounded so wrong, especially Alpha, you just joined. But I just, you know, like for my Hustler friends out there, remember, I'm not gonna go TP that, but remember that we have a swimming pool actually in the Starlighter universe. So speaking of which, I realized like you know, maybe we need to make a locker room also, like, you know, we haven't had that ever, you know. We plan to, but you know, maybe now I have to for, you know, wink wink, you know, reason, you know. But it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm excited. That's important, right? You know, being excited for something new, and let's hope it wouldn't take as long as. Why the sync mode keeps getting off, you know. Anyway, y'all here are getting the exclusive like insight, like, so consider yourself like real lucky because you know, that's all I'm gonna say, you know. But just know that something is in the works and I'm like super excited, you know, to like get started, you know. Don't worry, this would not it hasn't, it's coming out in July, you know, which I'm also excited to, you know. It was a good era, you know. Okay. Yeah, it's coming out in July. I'm excited. I'm sad. I mean, it's bittersweet to see. I would have loved more series, like seasons and everything, but it's also nice to have it end on a high note, you know. Okay, I'm trying to make him drink. So so what does a boy need to do to make him drink, you know? Hello? I mean, I can click it, you know, like... It's gonna look weird as heck, isn't it, you know? How do we make boba drink this? You know, that looks good, you know. Oh, not straight into the nose. Hello. Oh, we're eating good this year, you know. Okay, but now it just looks like he just immersed the whole. Okay, maybe I should loosen the arm a little bit. I thought it was a dap too, you know. I thought it was a dap emoji. I mean, it looks like it, you know. Designing a characters for the new unnamed potential series. Yes. Well, to be really honest, I have dropped some words earlier because, you know, we're also running with a tight budget. As I said, at this point, I'm basically pouring all my resources, money, henny, into making series. So we gotta be smart about it. That's why I am trying to, you know, hey, we're recycling some sets, you know, and why the fact that I was able to make it so usable in the Starlighter universe is a smart move. You might see some old faces, some I would say reimagined versions of characters that was seen in the past, you know. Only beats. You know what? If that's gonna get me the coins, you know, I would no. Imagine. I'm not confident with my feet, you know. No, but like what was I gonna say? Yeah. Yeah. I think there's only one of the main character that I have in mind that it will be a completely new design. The other three boys. As you know, now you know there's four the main characters are all boys, or male character. No, like, I mean, there are all kinds of characters, obviously, you know. But it is also a boy love series, so one of them will be completely new design. The other three, actually, their design already existed. I just need to redesign them, and give them you know, body yada yada, you know. Shirtless skin. And I think right now I set my eyes on a certain activity that can be done within this academy setting that also requires the characters to be shirtless at all times. So honestly, win-win. Yeah, you know. We love sports. Oh wait, I kind of just like gave away one of the reimagined characters in that case, actually. If you do know the origins, you know. I definitely thought of boxing, you know. But then, that's a lot of animation that needs to be done, Dove. Because it's all about like, and I know it's not really about the sports. We're not here to see the characters actually doing actual sports. But oh, jeez, I just forgot that I was like, I just didn't. Oopsie. No, I forgot to copy the original one. Dang it. Oh well, you know. Where's the original boba? But that's true. That is shirtless indeed, you know. But maybe there are other sports too, you know. Something that is a little, you know, involve other things, you know. Something that is, you know, wet. I just added too much. Dang, you know. Okay. Okay. Having sports to be an excuse is easier. You know? we are here to get, you know, what we all require, you know. The crowd is asking for it, you know. Why not, right? You know. Okay, why is he like that, you know? Body. Well, but you need to cooperate with me, okay. Oh. Pace transformation. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if it looks weird. The original boba came from Taiwan to be in it. Honestly, yeah, that's how, you know, we're very international, this show, you know. Okay, why is he taking... Oh. First off, it still looks kind of weird, and I hated it, you know, so like... Maybe I'll push the drink a little bit more in, you know? Wait, this playlist is actually kind of like poppin', you know. It could... No, I'm just hearing songs. Sometimes I like just pick songs, you know, for the series, and maybe this type of songs is gonna work, you know. Something hyper pop, you know, like dance, you know. Yeah, I can see this, like, you know, the boys be vibing, you know, kinda, you know. Okay. Okay, what is going on to me today? Oh my god, I'm like flopping to the max, you know. Well, you need to work with me, okay? Should I lower it a little bit? Yeah, okay. I just want to see how it looks, you know. Oh, heck no, you know, like... like, what? Okay, the animation is not animating, y'all, so like... Okay. Actually... Oh, yeah. Okay, I figured it out. What do we mean no take? Like, the heck? You know, why make my life so hard, you know, when I can just make it easier, right? You know, like, I can just do this, you know, like, it would still look like it, you know. Oh, he needs to like drink it a little, like a little shake, you know. It makes no sense, but you'll see, you know. Yes, yes, yes. You can use it. You can use it. You know. You know. I'm giving you the permission. You can do it. You know. I can't wait to see it. You know. We love to keep the Jonah and Justin legacy on. There, oh my god, there was, isn't it? I do remember that. I did remember, like, yeah, there were locker room scene. Let's see, does it look good? You know. Okay, maybe a little too fast. Like, hello, you know. I don't know, like, or maybe like, maybe it was too much, you know. Let's see. I mean, I guess, you know. Is it giving? Wait, I think it would look cuter if... Okay. Okay. I think it should be... Oh, 15. Okay. I'm just vibing. Oh my god, you know. Okay. So we just need to have more takes of Boba sipping. I think it's fine, you know. So, and then Thea, she just kind of like, you know, even her deep thoughts, you know. Okay. No. Oh my god, I'm dying. Yes, I will. Actually, I will be singing one of the songs in Dream On. Even though I sort of wrote Gray's character off, but I've managed to find a way to sneak him in for one episode. And thus he will be singing, but I have not recorded it. So that's on me, you know? I think this playlist is actually very Charlie XCX, you know, but I guess that's what you kind of do. Okay. This feels good. Okay, at least, you know, another scene finally recorded. Okay. I would make Rebel sing. I would love to hear Rebel singing. Next weekend. That's the hope. That I hope I finally got all the lines that I needed. Um, I literally got it like a couple days ago. You know, like I got it a couple days ago, and then by then I just realized like, oh my god, there's no way I'm gonna get the episode out. So that's why I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna push it 1 week later. So fingers crossed. Next weekend, next weekend we will do the episode 2, and I'm trying my best to speed things up. You know, it's hard. Okay, now we're gonna switch over to my beautiful face because oh, you don't. Okay, next episode will come out next weekend. They'll be turning in the homework. Of course, you know, that's, they better be, you know. I'm gonna sell them all. Like, that is the tea. Ooh. Or maybe I'm like just being basic, but like this playlist that I just switched to like really fits my fantasy. Like, well, what is not fitting my fantasy is the recording software decided to not work while I just press filming. So I'm like, what the heck? Oh, thank you, you know. Must we always do this, you know, fail one time first, you know? Okay, I'm filming in progress. That's why, you know, I'm just doing a dance, you know. And that is done. Oh my god. All. Let me try to, a greeting for you. Is it Yoselin? 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 I hope I pronounced the name right, but thank you for loving my story. You know, I really appreciate, you know, your support, you know, despite I'm taking like forever. So I really appreciate that, you know. And I hope you're doing good, you know, wherever you are. So anyway, we're back to filming, you know. Aww. Welcome, welcome. You know, I hope you enjoy me just doing this little thing, you know. I'm just, you know, trying my best. Despite being a little slow, but we're slowly but surely getting there. We never give up, okay, you know. Alright, now finally we can move on to this shot, you know, we can go on to Ren saying something. Ren will be like, so where do we begin? Maybe I would need Boba to take not right now, you know. He needs to, so Ren is like, so Thea, where to begin? But at the same time, Thea is saying a voiceover of where she's saying Boba has always been someone that is full of surprises. It might not look like it. I mean, with all the bubbles and boba tea, many times they just underestimate or dismiss him if they're just looking on the surface. Okay. . Okay. I'm gonna find a way to deliver this, you know. How do I involve? Did she say farted? Oh my god, what kind of lyrics? Maybe it not. Maybe it's just me and my brain. Maybe I can have Thea like looking at Ren and then look back at Boba. Your favorite chip from your series? My favorite chip? Or character? Because I don't know if a chip, you know? Do you mean character? Oh, this is this is very. This song has a bit. Honestly, I don't care. You know, we passed that. You know. I need Ren to say, Thea, where to begin? Oh, why she's turning? You know. They can get whatever they want because they're Magellicas and they're special, you know. They can get any job that they want, obviously, you know, apart from like, you know, terrible jobs from Cyber, you know, like, you know, they would definitely be making more money and they are high up on the ladder, you know. They basically get a jump start, you know. It's that kind of world. So like low effort, high pay. I did once thought about like maybe I should just like do like a restart and just like do a time jump, or more like a time jump, and then just, you know, and see, like, just fast forward and see how the characters are, you know, in more like a real world setting, you know. But that's a thought, and that's when we would see, you know, how they're doing, you know, like compared to how you have done in high school, and then in the school, and now like you're out there working, you know. And then probably it's gonna be like Ren slaying it, you know, and Jada is in their struggle era. I'm just kidding, probably not. I don't know. It can go many ways, honestly. Some of the people who are succeeding so much in high school and then they just like, you know, flopped. It really depends. Luck, your personality, you know, and everything, you know, many factors, you know. Let's make her like this, I guess, you know. Ooh. Why are your arm like that? Oh. Interesting. Why is one arm like more ahead of... Oh. No. I thought I figured something out, but I did not, you know. Huh. It's being so weird, you know. I don't like it. Oh, she returned more. Oh, that's why. Oh, gosh dang it, you know. Well, I mean, of course, the power, you know, like, you know, does, like, you know, determine, like, what they do, but I imagine they have a lot of freedom. Well, obviously, certain jobs require specific, you know, specialty that they have, you know. And obviously, some people will be more excelled at doing certain things, you know. But like, even though in this school, like, they only admit mostly the same, like, one, you know, every year. It's just like the similar type of power. They only, you know, get one of each, you know. But when you're in the real world, there are people with, you know, duplicates kind of like power, and like not everyone with the same power is gonna get that same exact job that they really wanted it, you know. There are gonna be competition, you know, and everything. Okay, let me do. Okay, I think this should be fine. Is she looking at Thea now? Okay. Yeah. Funky town. I'm still trying to find the good angle, which it doesn't exist apparently, you know. Y'all, I'm thinking, oh my god. I am lost, y'all. Okay, song. Okay. So let's have Ren say it. Okay. So she's gonna sew Thea. Actually, no. You're like, what? I'm just gonna do the hat bobbing for this one. So Thea. Because like, it's just a simple line, you know. I'm just gonna. So, Thea, where to begin? Okay, let me do that one time. Okay. So, Thea, where to begin? Okay, I don't know if I slayed it, but let's see, you know. Thea, where to begin? Okay, that works, you know. Not my computer dying, you know. Okay, let's see. Jotun being used as a battery. Honestly, I can see it. You know, that I can see. He's a human battery. He just charged things up, you know. Okay, I'm a little lost. I'm like, what am I doing? So I'm gonna give this 15 take. She's gonna be like, oh. Does she look to Ren? Maybe a little later, like 20. So Thea, where to begin? I'm trying to think of. I'm looking at the script right now. That's why I'm like, you know. Brain. Okay. Let me see if it looks weird if I just have Thea turn to Boba. It might look weird. Like the timing, you know. Because sometimes you write a script a certain way and then, you know, when you actually film it, it's a whole, not a story, you know. Did she always see? I think based on what we've seen so far, Ren is really just like she just seen it all, you know. She just know how, you know, society is, you know. And she's tired of it. She's tired of people like around her just playing it safe and not taking chances, just being okay with, you know, being okay with being treated, you know, less, as if they're less off, you know, but they're not, you know. But a lot of people, they just don't want to get in trouble, and Ren is just, you know, she just not okay with that, and she's one of the you know, the very few good ones that, you know, willing to take a chance, you know, step up, stand up, you know, for that, you know. As a cipher, they deserve a little bit more than what they're getting, you know. Like, even though Everson is all about like, oh, they preach about like, oh, they're being all like equality. They is one of the very few school that allows ciphers and Magicals to learn, but like, it's just a lot of things are very performative, very like, you know, just for show. But there isn't a like true equality, you know, like within the school, you know. Things are still being, you know, they're still being separated, segregated, and like they're definitely like hierarchy, you know, in the school. And they make rules, they make it very clear that they are not equal, you know, that Magelcus is still the better ones, you know. And Ren was so excited to get in here, if you remember what she said, but then the wall came crashing down very quickly. She just realized, like, the facade, you know, oh, this is just like any other places that she was gonna go, you know. Like the whole, and like she's grateful that she got to be in an environment like this, but she also is not scared to call out, you know, the hypocrisy, you know, right? That this, you know, Everson has, because it's not as woke or as open or as, you know, positive that they're trying to make themselves seem like, you know. Yeah, I think it will look weird. Let me see. Like, girl. Yeah, it will be weird if she suddenly just turned to Boba for no reason, you know. Okay, maybe I'll just get one shot of Boba sipping. And then we'll go from there. And then we'll work on Ran. We're giving Boba a moment, oh my god, you know. I mean, as he should, because this is supposed to be his star episode, you know. One of them, you know. Of course there'll be more moments, you know, for good old Boba, you know. Yeah, you know. Honestly, that's what we want to see, you know. Imagine that's the story, you know. That's the storyline we're going for, you know. Just Ren becoming like president, you know, running the city. I think that's what we deserve, you know. Oh wait, did I just enter us into black screen? I'm so sorry, I'm recording a scene right now. And I forgot to reset it, but we're just gonna bear with that, you know. Boba is currently drinking boba tea. So that is what's happening, in case you're wondering, you know, like, I don't even see my, okay, let me exit it back. Maybe I can get a close-up shot of this, you know, I don't know. What are we doing anymore? Just boba tea, you know. This is the correct angle. I think something along the lines, obviously. I think in a way we we try to do like clubs and everything, but also like we had to pull back early on because like when we started it, we realized we had too much idea and it just sort of like overwhelmed the story massively, and obviously we didn't want that, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like if the series would have been easier to produce, or in some way, we would have had all that like student council and everything, you know. But as like, you know, as a series that is like very cinematic, it's so hard to get to achieve everything, you know. You want some camera shake, you know. Wait, is it gonna look weird? Oh. What happened to the angle? What the heck? Oh. I was like, okay. Okay. I mean, I'm just getting some shots, you know. You're like, what am I doing at this point? I'm like, I don't even know, you know. It just stopped. Oh, I didn't start from the beginning. My bad. Let me see. In case you're wondering, yeah, we're in a black screen eleganza right now. In a perfect reality, yes, it would. When I work like a robot or an AI that I do things really fast, you know. That it doesn't take like a million years to film like even one small scene, you know. We want to see that. We want to live in that world, honestly. It's what we deserve, but you know, things cannot be that perfect. Okay, let's move away from Boba for now. Like, bye, you know. Okay, now we have to go back to here. Yes. Maybe something like that, you know, and then we just don't have. literally, you know, of course, you know, never, you know, we are like all real, you know. I wish they have the brains like me, you know. Okay. So this is just a small scene, you know, maybe. So. Yeah. Maybe I'll move Ren a little bit more. And I also want to maybe Tantics just a little slower. So. Which tick is this? So 60. See ya. Like, let me see it. Okay. Quickly record that, you know. Back to some black screen because I'm just like too lazy to even swap it. Oh my god. Oh, it's showing. I was like, it's not showing, and I'm like pissed, you know. Okay, and then I can click anything. Okay. Oh. My screen is breaking. I'm sorry about that. Okay. See ya. This is interesting. Oh wait, I used a song in Expose. That's when I know I pick good music. I know that. I think, was it when Ren caught someone? Or she found out that, you know, lies about Gray, you know? Okay, oh my god. All these explicit songs, but honestly, we're evolving, okay, you know? It's a stream, so we're fine, you know? But like, honestly, I've been thinking about like one thing, nowadays some shows that we watch, you know, are like a healthy amount of a little cursing words, you know, actually sometimes I feel like it makes the dialogue a little bit real. But obviously I've never done it in any of my scripts, but I did try to, I thought about the idea like, oh, you know, I have the censored version out, but maybe I can put I can release like an uncensored version, you know, like with dialogues a little bit more like, what's the word, grunty, a little more like, you know, grit, with the grit, you know, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of things that I could try, but I, you know, I'm finding the right time, you know. Like sometimes I write lines and I was like, and then I just like, and then they have the characters that like buck off, and I'm like, who says that, you know? Like, especially cool, the cool character, you know, like bug you, you know, like, or frick, like, what the frick? I guess what the frick is still fine, I guess, you know, but sometimes it's like, you know, like, that's not real life conversation, you know, like, nowadays people don't talk like that, you know. So, I don't know, maybe in the new unnamed potential series, I might, you know, dabble with, you know, I would definitely want the series to be, compared to My Hot Supper, to be a little bit more, like, real, in a sense, I feel like. Because My Hot Supper is definitely more like a fantasized version, very lovey-dovey, very cute, sweet, very cotton candy kind of thing, which I love, you know, but grit, yeah, that's the word, grit, you know, like, I want the new one to have to be a little bit like, you know, I don't know if you know what I mean, but, you know, if you get it, you get it, you know. Oh, she did. Like, actually, when I wrote the line, I did have her. Obviously, it was cut off, you know. But I think that is, I mean, that is actually the one of the realist, you know, reaction. Cause like, if you hear her say something like "what the frick," you know, what the like, then you'll be like, you literally like real life, you'll be like, what, like. And sometimes I just write the line out so that I feel like it helps the voice actors to, the VAs to, I mean, I just flip it out honestly, but like for the sake of, you know, like, I guess, you know, you have to be careful sometimes, but I think I'm going to like just write out like however it should be, and if I have to blip it out, then censor it, then that would do it. But a little, yeah, a little healthy amount of like cursing, I feel like, especially for the unnamed potential series, I feel like it would fit the vibe a little bit more. It's just like this new like anime series. It's I have to try to like the fine line between like what is okay to be shown here on YouTube versus like I would definitely want to push the limit a little bit without getting into trouble, but I definitely want to, you know, do something a little different, a slightly different vibe for once, you know. And I'm sure it will be good, all of it, you know. So Thea is gonna say, Ren already say so. Thea, where to begin? Oh. Thea's gonna say, oh, oh, I know. That was really the April 2 one. That was what, you know. Actually, when Scuffle Sophie, when she did the lines, she really cursed, and it was really funny, you know. And I think she had a great time. I mean, I've I mean, I have to ask her if I get a chance, but I mean, haven't heard any complaints from Sophie slash Scuffle, the voice actress of Jada. But like, I mean, I work with a lot of voice actors, and I kind of do know that how they feel. Like, I definitely see a lot of enthusiasm from Jada's voice actress, and she seemed like she always is having a great time. And I remember she was the one, she saw the script of part 6 of Dream On, you know, the one that we are currently, well, we're not filming, we're filming part 3 right now. She saw part 6, and she actually sent a message in the channel, the VA channel, and saying like, just basically thanking me for writing that episode, because that is a very Jada centric episode, and I allowed, you know, like, we really get to see a very emotional side. And yeah, so I mean, I know she loves the series, she loves the character, and she's having a great time playing Jada. And yeah, that's how I can tell, you know. Sometimes, you know, just based on you know, sometimes you can tell, you know, like, when they do the lines very like on time, and you know, you can hear it from the voice, you know, like that they are like just like, you know, doing the ticks, you know, they are excited. But yeah, that was a very funny moment, Jada cursing in an April Fool. I mean, that's a genuine reaction, you know. I mean, after being gaslit the entire special, I would too, you know. I mean, honestly, she could have reacted more, Jada, but that is actually already a very classy response of her given the situation. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I remember, yeah. It was a fun special. It was very good at the time, you know. So I think I'm gonna have Thea say, oh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She's complaining quantum pieces like I'm not here to do freaking physics, you know. Like, what am I here for? And then we just have her do like a 4 yeah. Oh, and then who were you talking? So Boba is gonna point something. It would be crazy if there's actual math being taught in series. Maybe, yeah. We can. I mean, I used to be good at math. Used to. I forgot all about them already. Yeah. Damn, she's not even looking at Thea. Thea, Ren, you know, like, the heck. Oh my god, you know, honestly, I throw that all back to my teacher. Like, I can't believe I used to be a tutor. Because I was like decent at math, you know, like I was tutoring students, you know. But I guess that tracks because I'm Asian. No, but like, no, that's not true actually. My sister is terrible at math, you know. But I was once teaching like people, you know, tutoring, just, getting some coins. Maybe I need her to look down, Oh, it could be hard, honestly. Okay, maybe a little longer. Timing a little longer. Let's see. Yeah, good. Okay, and then Boba's gonna say something. Who were you talking? Okay, let me see. Algebra teacher. Great. Let's just create another teacher. You know, like another character to overwhelm the cast that is already huge, and there's no room for anyone. You know. Oh, I got a message. Okay. Okay, maybe a little longer, you know. Maybe a little longer, but the turn could be faster again. Wait, when does she do that, you know? $60, okay. See, does it look right, you know? Too much, but it's like it has to be a little longer. But then I put a 40 here where I just slightly like he's thinking, and then too much. Maybe a little bit. She turned at 110. We're doing math here too, you know. 55? 200. I don't know. Peaches does that hot history. Honestly, maybe it will now, you know. Now that we're gonna create more eye candy, you know. We have to, you know. Let's see if it looks right, you know. Okay, let me just finish this and then I'll wrap it up. Just realize the time, you know. Yeah. I think it looks fine. Oh. Okay, I think this is good. Well, at least I can film this last shot. Anyway, but whew, at least I did some work, you know. I am proud. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna, you know, wrap this up for now, so I can work on other things like editing the episode or something. But let's hope we can get the new episode out next weekend. Let's hope. Yeah, nothing. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream right now here. Thank you for sticking around, you know, keeping me company while I go through all this. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. I'm gonna go take a little break, you know, before working more. But yeah, I'll see you guys around.